Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is a channel whereby you get to hear the latest gist, news and movie updates. And if this is your first time of listening to us, kindly subscribe by pressing the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you can always get notified whenever we are dropping our updates, so you don't get to miss out on any of it. And also our latest gist and juicy gossip. So guys, I know you don't want to miss out on any of this, so do well by clicking on the notification bell so you can always get updated. So where are my lovers of Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche? Where are my lovers of Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche? So guys, if you are a fan of Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche and you have not subscribed to their channel, do well by going to their channel. For Maurice Sam, go to Maurice Sam TV and subscribe. And for Sonia Uche, do well by going to Sonia Uche's TV and subscribe so you can always get updated whenever they are dropping their movies. So guys, Maurice just dropped a movie. He dropped a movie recently. So I don't know if you've watched this or if you've seen it before, but trust me on this movie is not a waste of time and it's not a waste of data. So I did advise you guys to go to Maurice Sam TV and watch this movie, Rule Number 1. So the title of this movie is Rule Number 1. I did advise you guys to go to Maurice Sam TV and watch this movie because this movie is a movie everyone can relate to in their daily lives. I know some of us will be like, what did I mean by that? I did advise you go and watch this movie because this movie is actually really on point, just like expected. You know, everybody will always be like, I don't like Nollywood movie because I don't want it to be predictable. I don't want it to be this. I don't want it to be that. Let me not give you all the update on this movie because I did advise you go and watch the movie because this movie is really good. I don't know what happened in this 2025 for. Though Maurice Sam has been very good with his movie, but the unexpected is really happening this 2025 because Maurice Sam is just dropping this movie back to back. And come to think of it, this movie are not just movie that you just think of and be like, oh, Nollywood has start again, you can just predict the ending. No, you can't predict this one. So Maurice really did well in this. Like, his scriptwriter really did well because they put in a lot of effort. He put in a lot of effort when it comes to his acting, and everything was just so good. The crew members, his partner Shine was also on this movie. She did so well in this movie also. Like, she acted it so perfectly. And at the point, I felt these two are good together. But no, leave my Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche alone. Because no, these two are good together. So back to the movie. So I did advise you go and watch this movie because the movie is not just a waste of time. The movie is actually educative. So you did learn a lot from watching this movie. And so at some point, I feel like it's not a movie that should be predictable, just as we always wanted. But I know for some of us wanted that once we are starting to watch a movie, we want it to be predictable. We'll be like, this is what is going to end it. So we just put it off. We just put the television off and be like, I'm not interested, Jerry. I already know what's going to happen. This movie is not like that. So I did advise you go to Maurice Sam TV and watch this movie titled Rule Number 1. I'm sure you are really going to love this movie and you are really going to love this movie titled Rule Number 1. So guys, go to Maurice Sam TV and watch the movie Rule Number 1. So guys, I'm sure you are really going to love this movie because this movie has hit over 800,000 views. I'm sure you are really going to love it and you don't want to miss out on this because this movie is so interesting and you are really going to love it. It's not a waste of time or data. You are really going to love this movie and you are going to enjoy every bit of it because once you sit down, just carry your popcorn and sit down because this movie you have to watch and watch again. And trust me on this, you won't want to miss out on any of the movie updates because you know this movie is just so interesting and you just be like, let me just sit down and watch this movie till the end. So it's not all those movies that you just be like, oh, I've known what is going to happen and you just forward. No, you don't have to do that on this because this movie is so interesting. With you just missing a scene, you have to go back and rewatch it again. So trust me guys, you are really going to love this movie. And I did advise you to tell your friends about this movie so you can all go to Maurice Sam TV and watch this movie. That will be all for now. Thank you guys for listening and thank you for staying by us. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always listening to us and thank you for subscribing to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notification bell and comment. Drop your comments on this movie. Rule number 1.